At track 17, we had G&G with their song Late Night Lust. And boy, was that an amazing R&B hip hop track with just some amazing vocals. But the thing that stood out for me is that it's really gritty with lots of bass and it just sounds so dark. But yeah, G&G, awesome work.
I am right there with you, Lycan. When I first heard this track, my brain just went, yep, that is G&G. He's always got that grittiness, that modern hip-hop sound to all of his tracks. I actually really like the slower breakdown toward the end in this one. It was a little bit different for him. Also, if anybody doesn't know, G&G is a very young producer. He has a bright future in music, for sure.
Absolutely. Just like you both said, the grittiness, just everything about this is just so well done.
And then we go straight from that into Crazy Smash's song Falling Stars. And it's quite a contrast going from that grittiness to this more very light-hearted, almost like uplifting sound that Crazy Smash has. And I just love the liquid D&B that is going on here. It is just gorgeous. Absolutely amazing.
Lycan, you and I are always on the same mental track, I swear. Liquid drum and bass is one of my favorite genres. I really enjoyed this one. Grazy nailed it. No surprise there. I really liked the little synth twinkles in this one. I really feel like it brought that Falling Stars name totally full circle.
And then coming in at track 19, we had Nitro Gem's track Celestial.
Oh, this one. It just sounds so beautiful. I love the synths in this. It's just so gorgeous, and I can just chill out and just relax to it. Celestial, definitely out of this world.
Agree, 100%. Fun fact, Nitrogem struggles really bad with naming songs. Celestial was actually a last second title, like entirely last second, but it is very fitting in the end. That first lead up to the first drop feels really ethereal in that same sense, in my opinion. I really enjoyed this one.
Up next, we have Ardhat's song Strangers, followed by Canto Acrylic and Changeling's song Doc.
Pretend
Can you believe it, folks? We are at the halfway mark. We are 50% through the album. And what that means is that we are now going to release it on Bandcamp. So if you weren't part of the pre-orders, you can actually head over there now and get it in a pay what you want model. So if you want to go there and grab it for free, you can absolutely do that. But if you decide to contribute some money, the money goes to a really good cause. Do you want to tell us about that, Inari?
Yeah, so any donations that come through for the Pay What You Want model go right back into the project, all to the musicians that submitted their work to the album.
That is wonderful. It's so good to support all these musicians that have contributed because these songs are amazing. And speaking about amazing songs, the last one that we played was at track 20, and that was Ardhat and their song Strangers. And my gosh, this was just an amazing electro clash song. Like, it was an electronic music that emerged in like the late 90s and peaked in 2000s, but it's this synth pop, new wave and funk with like punk and techno. Oh, it's just amazing. I love it.
I did too, and I think you described that track so well. Synth pop is definitely what I had in mind when I first heard it, and it's on the chill side too, which I really like. I feel like I'm definitely, like kind of swaying, dancing anytime I hear it, and I can just imagine being in like an open field under the stars on a blanket, just vibing away.
For sure. I love the intro. It reminded me of like going to an arcade and you see and hear that one machine catching your attention and like everything else just kind of melts away. Amazing track.
And then we had track 21, which was Kanto Acrylic and Changeling with Dashi. Kanto and Changeling together, a great match. With Changeling's incredible production skills, Kanto's guitar, usually vocals, which we didn't get on this one, but they just work together really, really well and in a very relaxed manner at that. I think that this is our shortest song on the album, and the only thing I could hope for is a longer version maybe later with some Kanto vocals. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh, for sure. I definitely think these two need to work together more, and like you said, get Kanto's vocals on there. I really liked the mix of their styles too. It was very, very well done.
Yeah, if this was just a taster of what they can do, I want more of it. I want longer songs and I want more of them. So come on, guys, you can do this. And they've also got a very important notice to let you know, which is the missile knows where it is at all times. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. By subtracting where it is from where it isn't, or where it isn't from where it is, whichever is greater, it obtains a difference or deviation. And I think their note just sums up the song. It's craziness, it's madness, and it's fantastic. Anyway, continuing on with the album, at track number 22, we have Griefer Pig and their song Star Scout. And then following that is TCB with their track Vil Flow, and that's featuring Next Gen.
Yeah, could pick a side. I've heard it Guys, maybe I should.
Did I trace the light? Was our sun emerged? They just didn't erase the feeling, but I'm still stranded here. Whoa, I made an interest you. The story's all been told. Zero destiny, majestic phony, a lullaby for all.
Maybe I'm too wide for the resolution. Maybe my sincerity just noise pollution. Trying to escape and looking for the world's perfection. And here I am, the power that you learn a lesson. Tidy up, preparing to make a confession. Tell myself it's time to cross the line.
Let's run it. Yeah, next gen, last name console. Got the cupcakes coming at you with the mom flow. Dr. Who's, I'm gonna hit you like a time lord. Run it back, run it back, run it back combo. Autumn blaze spit heat as the leaves fall. Mafia, I speak easy and I speak tall. Teeter-totter on the edge if you see small. Spoiler alert, I'm the end all be all. Kinda stupid and my raps are idiotic. All the baked goods, man, I got it if you want it. Cool with my amigos, yeah, I walk it like I talk it. Lamborghini D, boy, I saw it and I bought it. Twitter threads got me sharper than a monowire. Spit heads go harder than a clothes dryer. Come to bat and get strapped all up on the pyre. My mic's a match, I'll spit a whole bonfire.
That was Griefer Pig's Star Scout at track 22. This one is one of my absolute favorites on the entire album. I try not to pick favorites, but this one is constantly in my head. Griefer Pig always reminds me of Porter Robinson in the best ways. They capture that nostalgic feeling really, really well, especially in their melodies and their vocals as well. I personally am a huge Griefer Pig vocal fan. Ivory has heard me yap about this so much since we got this track submission. We don't really get to hear Griefer Pig vocals a whole lot. It's really a treat. And to me, it's just like little ear candies.
Oh, absolutely. They've done an amazing job with this song. And just the progressive house, blending those house rhythms with the trance-like melodies. Absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic job, guys. And then after that was TCB and their song Villeflow. And that's featuring Next Gen. And wow, does Next Gen knock this out of the park. Such an amazing rapper, and all the bars, everything was just perfect and on point.
For sure, TCB and Next Gen is such a good combination. I need more of it. TCB's sound design is always intentional and immaculate. Plus, with Next Gen's rapping, it's a match made in heaven.
I'm with both of you 100% on that. Anytime that these two work together, it's just a hard-hitting banger all around. I don't know about you guys, but TCB always brings out the bass face for me. Everything that he makes is just so hard. Next Gen is always fun and creative with his lyrics too, and together they just make a really fun team. Speaking of fun teams, we've got a couple more coming up next. At track 24, we get to hear Existentia by Dr. Quo featuring Bramble Shadow 4. Following that, we'll hear From You by Clippy, Rob, ATM, and Feather. And then we'll have Skyward by Halfway Through Omega coming in at number.
They won't tell me how long. I'm the sing this melody. Stuck in this fantasy, except it's called reality.
I'm here to show you who I am. Throw off the veil, it's finally time. There's more to me than glitz and glam. Oh, and now I feel my stars align. For I had believed what I was sold. I did all the things that I was told, but all that has changed and now I'm bold, 'cause I know that I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time, but now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line, and let the magic in my heart stay true. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Just like the magic inside of you. And now I see those colors right before my eyes. I hear my voice so clearly, and I know that it is right. I thought I was weak, but I am strong. They sold me the world, but they were wrong. And now that I'm back, I still belong, 'cause I know that I am just a pony. I make mistakes from time to time, but now I know the real me and put my heart out on the line, and let the magic in my heart stay true. And let the magic in my heart stay true. Just like the magic inside of you. Just like the magic inside of you.
I watch them change before my eyes. Destinies rearranged to my surprise. I tried so hard to make amends, but my mistake has separated my friends. White turned to blue and
This is Aerial Soundwaves. Thanks for listening to Ponyville FM.
and you can be my brightest star this time. Don't let me go. It feels like you're so close and far at the same time. Don't hide your feelings while we under the moonlight. My heart is singing, and you're the reason why it sounds so loud. Don't let it stop. Tell me that you want it, that you take me to the top. Make my heart beat faster, I know that you want speed up. Let me be your love, leave this all behind. Babe, I only ask you don't let it stop. Tell me that you want it, that you take me to the top. Make my heart beat faster, I know that you want speed up. Let me be your love, leave this all behind. Babe, I only ask you don't let it stop.
You say your dream's gone away, and that your heart is broken. I don't care what they say, whatever cruel words are spoken. Come into my arms, I will right this wrong. Every dream you had is woven into song. I see a fire in your eyes, I see the passion in your soul. Don't keep it hidden deep inside. It's not a gift for you to hold. The beats and melodies and love from you. Believe in yourself, 'cause I believe in you too.
Take it from me, you're doing just fine. Just coffee back from the grapevine. You're fusing your dreams, that's all it takes now. A couple ideas to consolidate your feelings now. I see what's inside your eyes, I see the passion in your soul. Just take your wings and rise up high. It's not a gift for you to hold.
hearts and our vibes. There's nothing we can't do when stars are aligned. Yeah, these beats and melodies, they flow from our minds and our hearts and our time. We're all one of a kind. Yeah.
Kicking off that trio of songs was Dr. Guo with their track Existential. Was Dr. Guo with their track Existentia, and that was featuring Bramble Shadow 4. And that was just an awesome hardstyle song. But it was actually inspired by classic euphoric hardstyle tracks from like the early 2010s. And euphoric hardstyle is like one of those highly emotional subgenres of hardstyle with the uplifting synths and the fast-paced melodic breakdowns and lighter, kicks compared to traditional hardstyle. But they've absolutely nailed it, and it's a fantastic song to listen to, and you can't help but just want to get up and dance to it.
Thank you for the hardstyle lesson, Lycan. Speaking of 2010s, I actually was feeling that exact vibe. Take me back to the mid 2010s anime convention raves, and this would be heat. Fun fact also, Doctor actually does not stand for doctor in Guo's name, but you're going to have to go talk to him and ask him what it actually stands for.
I love this track. I miss just that early 2010s hard style when that was hard style was the thing. It was it. And I'm so glad it's starting to make a comeback, especially with this track. And then at track 25 we had From You by Clippy, Rob ATM, and Feather. This is one of my favorite tracks on the album. Everything just meshes together perfectly, so well. And if I was making a playlist called Midnight Drive, this would definitely be on it.
I really like the idea of a playlist called Midnight Drive, especially with our To the Stars theme. I think it just goes together hand in hand. A lot of these tracks could be on it. But for this one, is anybody getting sick of hearing Feather yet? No? Yeah, no, me either, ever. Never. Clippy's production on this one is phenomenal, surprising nobody. All three vocalists on it shine in their own way. We've got Feather and Clippy's gorgeous singing playing off of each other really well. And then Rob actually has a fairly gentle rap verse that plays into it all and kind of ties everything together and with a neat little bow. From You is just a really pretty song, honestly, and it's actually a Vinyl and Octavia theme song too, which makes sense when you listen back.
Oh, I absolutely had nothing but praise for this song, and I honestly couldn't say any more than what you already have because it's such an amazing song. The vocals are fantastic, the composition is brilliant, and all three have done a fantastic job here. So, yeah, it'll definitely be on my playlist for a long, long time. And after that was Halfway Through Omega with their song Skyward, and that's with 3 exclamation marks as well.
Skyward, fitting title, fitting lyrics, fitting vibe. This song really makes me feel like I'm at a festival in the middle of the night, lights, twinkling all around, dancing the night away. Halfway Through Omega is so talented, super underrated, honestly. I'm so glad they're getting on the map more lately. And something really, really cool, they're actually opening for Shaq soon under Shaq's DJ name, if anybody's familiar with DJ Diesel. Crazy thing to be able to say, so big, big wins to you, Omega.
Absolutely. I loved the halftime drop in this. It's so fitting for the track's overall feel.
Yeah, you have to bop along to this one. You just can't help but head bob to it. Anyway, up next at song number 27, we have Zizkill with their song 20,012, Zilverato with a Z. And then it's Replacer with their song
Hardcore. Breakcore. Daria core. Whatever the hell Zizkill wants to make core. Femtasia. Silverado.